Have you ever come across something that made you stop and think, wait, should I really be seeing this right now? Well, I have a story about a famous actress that might just make you say that. Yes, I am talking about Helen Mirren, and some of her most unexpected photos that you probably did not know existed. But trust me, before you scroll down or click next, make sure you are alone. Why? Because these pictures might surprise you in ways you do not expect. Stick with me till the end, because this story is way more interesting than just some photos. Helen Mirren is one of the most respected and well-known actresses in the world. She has acted in so many movies and television shows that have made people laugh, cry, and even think. You might know her as a queen or a detective, but do you know she is also bold enough to show a different side of herself? Yes, Helen Mirren is not just a serious actress, she is also someone who is not afraid to express herself, even if it is a little unusual. So, what exactly are these indecent photos? Well, first of all, the word indecent might make you think of something rude or bad. But in this case, it is more about Helen Mirren showing her true self, sometimes with a little bit of fun, sometimes with a strong message, and sometimes just because she felt like it. For example, years ago, Helen Mirren posed for some photos that were not your usual red carpet pictures. In some, she was dressed in unusual ways, sometimes almost naked, but in a way that was powerful and confident, not shy or embarrassed. Imagine a woman in her 60s or 70s, proud of her body, proud of her life, standing tall and looking right at the camera with a smile or a strong look that says, "I am not afraid." These photos break the usual ideas about beauty and age. But here is the thing, not everyone was ready for this. Some people felt shocked or uncomfortable. Others thought it was amazing. Why do you think Helen Mirren did this? Why show these photos that some might call indecent or shocking? The answer is simple. She wanted to challenge the rules. She wanted to show that being older does not mean you have to hide or feel invisible. She wanted to celebrate freedom and honesty. Sometimes, photos like these are more than just pictures. They tell stories. They start conversations. They make people think about things they usually do not. And here is a little secret. These photos were not just about Helen Mirren herself. They were about all of us. About anyone who has ever felt judged, shy, or unsure about how they look or what they should be doing. Helen showed that it is okay to be proud of who you are, no matter what others say. Let us take a quick look at some stories behind these photos. Back in the 1990s, Helen Mirren took part in a famous photo shoot where she appeared in almost no clothes. But the photos were not just about nudity, they were about strength and beauty. She said in interviews that she wanted to show that women can be beautiful and powerful at any age. Not many actresses would do this, especially when they are older. That is what makes these pictures special. Then, there was a magazine cover where she appeared wearing a simple black dress but with a very confident and daring expression. The photo seemed to say, "I am here and I am not going anywhere." It is like she was sending a message to the world, age is just a number. But with all these bold photos, Helen Mirren faced criticism too. Some people said it was too much or inappropriate. But Helen did not listen to them. She kept going because she believed in what she was doing. That is an important lesson. Sometimes, when you want to show the real you, some people might not agree or understand. But if you believe in yourself, that is what matters. So, should you check out Helen Mirren's indecent photos? Well, it depends. If you want to see someone who breaks the rules, who challenges how we think about age and beauty, and who is brave enough to be herself, then yes, you should definitely see them. But remember, these pictures are not just about looking. They are about feeling proud of who you are. So, make sure you are alone, or at least in a place where you can appreciate them without feeling awkward. Because these photos might change how you see yourself, and that is a pretty big deal. Before we finish, here's a little challenge for you. Think about something you have been afraid to do because of what others might say. Maybe it is trying a new hobby, wearing something different, or just being yourself. What if you could be as confident as Helen Mirren? What if you could show the world the real you without fear? That is the kind of bravery Helen Mirren shows in her photos. And that is why these pictures are so special. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story about Helen Mirren and her brave photos, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment telling me what you think about being yourself and not being afraid to show it. And remember, confidence is the best outfit anyone can wear, no matter your age or what others think.